won't get these joints out here. I got money, so they put it in the bag. I'm pulling off all the tags and pulling off in the jag. Fuck being broke, cause broke niggas is mad. Get a job with your broke ass and get it out the hoe's ass. I go fast when I'm riding through the city lights. I'm from the Bay, West Coast, with your city like new nice fresh jeans and a snapback.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I'm a vibe, you a vibe, we should vibe, so you should what? You should like, comment, share, and subscribe, but only if you want to, only if you want to, only if you want to, only if you want to. If you're watching, that's really all I appreciate. Everything else is extra, and if you do so, I greatly appreciate it. If you want the extra juicy tea, go ahead and click the link down in my description below to join my membership. For the extra juicy tea, a new membership video will be up sometime this week, so go check out the material that's already there and stay tuned for the next video dropping this week. If y'all be watching my community tab, I put lots of information on the community tab. So usually when I drop a video, when I want you guys to vote on something, when I want y'all to know something, it's gonna be on the community tab. All right, y'all, let's get into this video because I know y'all like, girl, for one, you made us wait a whole week and a half for part 2. Just go stop all of this, get into part 3. All right, y'all, so where I left off was Kim started telling me some piping hot scorching tea. I mean 3rd degree burn tea. So she told me that Deb slept with longtime friend's boyfriend. Like her actual boyfriend. Like her boyfriend. Like the dude she been with for years. Boyfriend. See, G was just like a little, not a little, because he wasn't little. He was like her side dude. You know, anytime that she was around me and I was with Pop-Up and G was there, that was her little boo. That was not her man. Like I said, that was not her man. She had an actual boyfriend. Like a real deal serious relationship. I mean, I know she cheating, but hey, what they had going on, none of my business. But it is my business in this story time because I'm about to tell y'all about it. She told me that Deb effed longtime friend, actual boyfriend. So y'all, my eyes is big as hell because I'm like, you know, they go from squint because I've been blowing down the house all night and drinking to like this. Y'all, I was not expecting her to say this. I thought she was gonna just say, oh, you know, regular, you know, Deb, she a hoe. She do hoe shit. You know, I'm expecting her to just say, you know, not that. Maybe she flirted with one of longtime friend boyfriends. Maybe she tried to talk to one of longtime friend boyfriends. But I was not expecting her to come out her mouth and say that Deb effed longtime friend, main nigga, like her man, because he was grown. I don't know why back then, y'all, we like the older dudes. Young girls, I'm telling you, the grass is not greener on the other side. Stick to dudes your age, because these grown men, they still cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs as well. So y'all, I know I just told y'all that tea. And y'all like, bitch, what you about to do with this information? But let me pause right there, okay? Let me rewind, because it's some stuff I gotta tell y'all before I get into the finale of all of this and how my master plan came into play after finding out this information. So hold on, let's rewind. So like I was just explaining to y'all, longtime friend, main dude, we gonna call him Pimp. Was her main dude, her boyfriend for years. Now, this dude actually ended up turning into her pimp later on down the line. Y'all want the story time on that and how that got crazy and I got caught up in they little pimp whole thing and all of that? Let me know. So just keep that in mind that this is the kind of dude she dealing with. So this particular dude, Pimp, longtime friend was crazy over him. Like they had a really crazy toxic relationship. Now I had some toxic relationships when I was a teenager, like, but not how longtime friend and pimp was. They was already doing the type of stuff I was doing as a grown woman fighting. Like she was the type to go crazy, bust his car windows out, pop up at his house, banging on the windows, jumping in the windows, trying to get in his house, following him, finding him with different females, fighting them. Like one thing I will say about longtime friend, she was always ready to fight when it came down to some dude she was messing with. But when it was ever to have my back, bitch didn't want to bust a grape. But hey, whatever. But when it came down to these dudes, oh baby, she ready to fight 50 hoes. And literally, this girl is ready to take on the world about her man, especially this one. Like she didn't play about none of her boos, but this one, oh, she was literally crazy. They had a very toxic relationship. So at this particular time, y'all, I had to be like, ooh, how old was I? Like 15, 16, 15, 16. Now, I don't want y'all to be getting confused because I was dating Kevin during these times as well. If y'all didn't see the Storytime love triangle, y'all need to go watch that Storytime. But when me and Kevin was on and off, I was on and off with Pop Up. Like, I was never on with both of them at the same time. I don't know how I managed to balance that, but it was like when me and Kevin was off, me and Pop Up was on. Pop Up magically just always popped up when me and Kevin was off until that one day I told y'all where Kevin was at my house and Pop Up popped up at my house. And if y'all didn't see that juicy story time, y'all need to go see that story time. But that did happen after this situation. This happened after this situation. But go check that out. So if I'm like 15, 16, Deb like 17, 18. So no, she had to be 17 because she was not over age. I'm going to say she was 17, which then makes me either 15 going on 16, or maybe I had just turned 16. Okay. The dude, Pimp, he was about 20 something. I don't know what, but he was 20 something up there. Probably that same age as Pop Up because, again, like I said, Pop Up lied about his age. I didn't find out his age till later on in life. Not later on in life, but like a year or two after this. So, other key factors y'all need to know, which makes all of this formulate my master plan and put this into motion. Now, if y'all don't be keeping up or if y'all forgot, me and longtime friend have been friends for a long time. She was one of the first friends I met that I can remember of, making friends as a kid. Now, longtime friend had a sister. I had a sister. My sister and longtime friend sister was like this, okay? So we're gonna name longtime friend sister Backstabber. And y'all will see why I call her Backstabber when I do my jump series, how I got jumped and how all that went. So Backstabber and my sister was like this. Now, because Deb was always hanging out with longtime friend, all of a sudden, she would be at longtime friend house a lot. So all four of them would be hanging out a lot without me at longtime friend house because I didn't really like being at longtime friend house. I was doing other things. So they all cool, they all tight. They all kicking it a lot. So this is going to come into play later on. Okay, so just keep that in mind. My sister and Backstabber, which is longtime friend sister, like this, and longtime friend Deb like this, and all four of them like this, because they always was hanging out together and kicking it, getting drunk, and hanging out with. At this particular time, my sister was going through her Mexican girl phase, and they was some cholas. I think you call it like cholas. They was going through that phase. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Chola phase. All of them. So anything that was going down at longtime friend house, like any little incidents, any little drama, any little arguments, all the good times, bad times they was having, I was getting the scoop on it firsthand from my sister. When my sister would come home and I would be home, we would sit up and kick it and talk, and she would be giving me all the tea on what's going on. So even though longtime friend and Deb tried to portray to me like they was just so buddy, they were already getting into little arguments, which my sister had told me. So let's fast forward back to the tea that was just spilled. So I hope y'all understood what I just told y'all, that whole little situation. Now, I'm looking at Kim like, girl, I know you fucking lying. She's like, girl, I promise you, she effed longtime friend man, and I was there. Y'all, I'm flabbergasted, mouth on ground. I'm like, wait, you was there? She's like, girl, I was there. I'm like, you lying. Like, you cannot be serious right now. She's like, Shayla, I swear to you on everything I love, that girl F longtime friend man, and I was there. So I'm like, wait, hold on. I need you to break this down to me, because even though longtime friend and Dad was cool, longtime friend wasn't stupid. So I'm just trying to think, because I wasn't around them and whatever they had going on all the time. Now, my sister would tell me the tea, but it wasn't like whatever longtime friend and Deb was doing outside of her, she couldn't tell me. So I didn't even think longtime friend would even bring Deb around her man, because she already knew what happened with my man. She already know what type of girl Deb is. She do too much, but she's not stupid. So I'm like, well, did Deb know the dude she was effing was longtime friend man? And she was like, yeah, but she didn't know that was like her main dude, like her nigga. She just thought it was one of the dudes longtime friend messed around with. Now, keep this in mind. Longtime friend and Dad, from what I was hearing through the grapevine, from resources that was there, actually saw, actually did, actually partook in, longtime friend and Dad was getting ran through by the same dudes at the same time, all the time. So basically, Kim was basically explaining how Dad didn't feel like it would be a problem, because she didn't know how important this particular dude was to longtime friend, because they be going and having orgies all the time together. So I'm like, girl, you was there. I need you to explain to me, how did this even come about and you was there? So I guess she explained to me one day, I guess longtime friend man was messaging Deb on MySpace. Deb, they connected somehow, got the phone numbers. They started talking, and he invited Deb to his house. So when Deb went over to his house, this was before Kim stopped hanging out with her so much, Kim went with her to this dude's house. So when they went to the house, Deb was trying to get Kim to mess around with him as well. Now, at first, Kim did not know that was longtime friend man. She didn't find out, as she explained to me, till after the whole situation. So anyways, they at the house, and Deb is getting freaky deaky with Pimp, and Deb tried to get Kim to join in to have a threesome. Kim was like, nah. Now, is she lying? I don't know, because Kim was a 304 as well. She just got with my partner and he calmed all that down, but she was getting down just like them. So She could have just been telling me she didn't, partake in activities with longtime friend men, but really it didn't even matter. But it's a high possibility that she did join. I'm just saying, I don't know. So basically the whole thing go down, and she basically said that Deb effed Pimp right in front of her. Like, they all in his room, and while they doing the freak nasty, she's sitting there in the room watching the whole thing. And she had a video on her phone. And I'm like, y'all, she said that part so goddamn fast. I'm like, she kept talking. She was like, yeah, I even got a little video on my phone. But after everything had happened and we was leaving, Dad was like, yeah, that's one of the longtime friend boo things. So, mind you, I didn't even know she was talking about Pimp at first until after as well. So I'm like, well, who's the dude? And then she said Pimp. So that's how, everything clicked together that it was Pimp. So I'm just like overloaded with information with tea. I'm just like, oh, this is so good. Oh, this is so good. Oh, this is so good. I cannot wait to formulate a plan around this and spread this motherfucking information like wildfire and watch it burn and see how these bitches crash. Cause yes, like, this is amazing. Cause like I said, longtime friend was ready to off a hoe about Pimp. Like, she was so crazy over him. So I'm like, wait, video? Rewind. You got video evidence. I'm like, show me. I need to see this with my own two eyes. Like, please pull up the video. She like, no, that's hella messy. I'm already being messy by telling you this. And I'm looking at Kim like, girl, you're messy. You trying to sit here and convince me you not hella messy? Girl, you hella messy. Like, you're known for being a hoe and messy. Like, that's what you're known for. Stop playing with me. Girl, show me the video. I'm like, girl, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna tell nobody. Show me the video. I need to see with my own two eyes that it's Pimp in the video and it's dead. Like, I need to see. Show me the video. So after like 5 minutes of me trying to convince her to show me the video, she finally was like, all right, but don't tell nobody I showed you this. Don't tell nobody I told you this. You didn't hear this from me. I'm like, girl, a little birdie told me. Y'all know back then, a little birdie was flying and telling and whispering in everybody's ear, everybody's information. So I'm like, girl, you ain't got to worry about me saying it was you. You ain't even got to worry. Y'all, when I tell you, because y'all know our camera video was not all that back then. But yeah, she pulled out her phone and she pulled up this video. Y'all, my eyes was already like, now my shit like popping out of my eye sockets. Because I'm looking, and there it was. David Pimp. And I'm like, did they know you was recording? And she was like, no. I mean, you can kind of tell how she had the phone like down, like, you feel me? But at one point, Deb did like look back, like she looked at Kim, and you can see her like looking at Kim. That's how I knew it was actually Deb. I saw her whole goddamn face. And I was like, girl, send this to me. Send this to me. Y'all, soon as I started asking her to send this to me, I didn't lost track of time because this tea right here was just so popping hot. I forgot I'm at a party with mommy. I'm here with Papa. You feel me? Y'all. So irritated. So ask her to send me the video. And she's like, no, that's like super messy. I'm like, girl, send me the video. She like, no, because they gonna know who the video was. They gonna know it was me who sent the video. So I'm like, girl, come on. I'm like, I'm not even gonna send it to nobody. I swear I'm lying. I was gonna send that video and put that video everywhere. I'm like, girl, please send me the video. Send me the video. Soon as I felt like I was working her down, I'm getting snatched up. Like, yank. I'm like, oh no. Pop up like, you've been out here way too long. It's past 15 minutes. Like, you need to come back in the house with me. And I'm like, no, but me and my friend, y'all, he didn't snatch me up. I look back, Kim gone. She got the fuck out of there. She like, bitch, I cannot send you this video. Because I was going to work her down to send me this video. Okay, I probably wasn't going to, I was going to put that shit out. I'm not even going to lie. I was going to put that shit out. At this point, I didn't care if Kim got caught in the crossfire. I didn't care what she was gonna do. She wasn't gonna do shit. She wasn't gonna beat me up. So I wasn't tripping about it. Mind y'all, Kim was like this Filipino, super skinny, super short, little flimsy chick. And I know that sounds so messed up, but y'all, I did not care. I did not care. I'm just telling y'all how my mindset was at this time and the things I was thinking. I didn't care. I didn't care. I didn't care. And if she would have came to me and we would have had to fight about it, I wouldn't have been mad because I was going to put this information everywhere. I was going to send this video to everybody. So I'm like, damn. So I'm just like, it's cool. You know, I know her. I'm going to text her later on and ask for this video. So pop up like, yeah, come back up in here. One of my brothers is here and I want you to meet my older brother. So Pop-Up had a lot of siblings, and I guess I never met all of his siblings. I think I had met one of his brothers, but I guess this was another brother he basically was saying I didn't know. So I go in the house and I'm just like, y'all, I'm just so like, oh my God, I'm literally like ecstatic, like, oh yes. So we go in the house, we go back in the kitchen. He poured me up a drink. I'm sipping my cup, y'all, and I'm just cheesing from ear to ear. Like, I'm just like, oh, yes. I'm so glad I came out tonight. It's just so crazy. Like, this weekend is just full of surprises. So, some dude walks up, right? I'm sipping my cup. I'm cheesing. Y'all, when I tell you this man was so fine. When I tell you this man was so fine, like Pop-Up was a 10 out of 10 fine. 10 out of 10 fine. The brother that I had already met was like a 9 out of 10 fine. This brother was a 20 out of 20. This nigga was a 20 out of 20. He was so fine. So he walk up and like I look and I'm like, oh, damn. But you know how when you with your dude and you see a fine dude, so you don't want to be like looking the nigga in his face because that's disrespectful. So I look, I'm like, ooh, ooh. You know, I'm just looking at the cup because like, hold on. So Pop-Up like, this my brother, this my older brother, like this my eldest brother. He don't need a name, but I'm just like, oh, hey, what's up? Like, how you doing? He like, oh, it's just good to meet you. He always talking about you and how he gonna marry you. It's just really nice to meet you. So I'm like, yeah, it's nice to meet you too. Like, I'm looking, but I'm not trying to stare at him in the face because, y'all, he was just so fine. He's one of them men who just so beautiful. He was just so fine. So we all in the kitchen. Of course, they rolling up because what do you think? Like, we're potheads at this particular time. Like, we're chain smoking at this point. They rolling up, put it in the air, blunts everywhere. I mean, y'all, I had like 3 in my hand at once. One in his fingers, one here. I'm like, I'm like, okay, now I'm just on cloud 200,000. I just got good news. I'm with my man. I just met his fine ass brother. I'm lit. I'm not tipsy. I'm literally drunk because I came to the party drunk and then I sobered up a little bit talking with her. Now I'm back drunk, but drunker than before because I was throwing that cup back because I'm like, yeah, it's a celebration at this point. So we all in the kitchen. We turning up. They playing music. We go in the living room. I'm working, pop up, dancing. We just having a good old time. Then some dudes walk through the door. As soon as these dudes walk through the door, instantly when Pop Up seen them, he was like, oh, hell no, these suckers is here. I'm like, now, if you're not from the Bay, you wouldn't understand the severity of what he said. So in Richmond, when they say suckers, they say the sucker side. So basically, North Richmond, Central Richmond, they beef real bad, like real bad. And if y'all didn't watch the story time I told y'all about Kevin and Pop Up, y'all would understand the severity of how dangerous it is for North Richmond and Central Richmond dudes to be in the same vicinity. So it's not a good mixture. And they be like, sucker side, that's the sucker side. Each side be like, oh yeah, that's the sucker side. So yeah, he like, oh, not them suckers. Or he was like, oh, suckers is in here. Or something he said. There, look at them suckers. So I'm like, okay, this is about to go left real fast. So he like, come in the kitchen with me. So I'm like, okay, like we go in the kitchen and he hollering at his partner. He's like, hey, them suckers is here. The sucker side here. Did you invite them to your party? Mind you, his partner from Central Richmond as well. He like, nah, what you talking about? Like, what suckers? So now, all the niggas in the kitchen, they get up. They come to the living room. So they trying to peep the scenery. Like, what the fuck you mean some suckers is here? So they go in the living room. And at this particular time, the dudes then came to the party. They dancing scattered in the party. But they scoping the scenery. Like, where these niggas at? So when they finally spot some of the niggas, they like, oh, hell nah, these suckers is here. So y'all, they cut the music off. He like, it's some suckers in here, and I'm gonna count to 5, and all you niggas from the sucker side need to get the fuck up out of here right now. So I'm guessing that these dudes probably didn't know that the guy throwing this party was from a different hood than them. Because this party is in Antioch, and a lot of times when you go into parties, you may not know who throwing these parties or who really gonna be there, especially in Antioch. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm assuming. Unless these was just some bold niggas and they didn't care or they didn't think it would be no funk or nothing. Other than that, they probably did not know who was throwing a party. They probably just heard about a party and pulled up. So the niggas is like, nigga, we don't give a fuck what party this is. We ain't going nowhere. So now my heart thumping. Because I already know Pop-Up strap. Which means I know all his dudes, they strap. I know these niggas from North Richmond, they strap. And these the type of dudes where they'll fight, but they like to pop. You feel me? So I'm telling Pop-Up, I'm like, I'm ready to go. Like, I'm ready to leave. Like, let's just leave. And, you know, let your partner handle this. Like, I'm ready to go. I don't want to be here no more. He's like, nah. It's cool. Them niggas gonna leave. You cool. You good. This my nigga house. So I'm like, whoa, calm down. You feel me? I'm just saying though, I don't feel comfortable here anymore. Mind you, I don't know if these is dudes that Kevin knows, my other boyfriend. I don't know if some of these dudes is his partners and they probably could spot me with Pop-Up, and this could be bad for me too, like literally, because I knew all of Kevin's partners. They had a little clique gang, whatever you want to call it, and I knew a lot of them. Like, they would always be at Kevin's house. So I'm just like, like, this is spicy. This is a spicy weekend. It's just Saturday. It's Saturday. All of this that I've been telling y'all, it's Saturday. All of this started on Friday. It's Saturday. It's only been 2 days. I'm stressed. So, yeah, the nigga's like, yeah, we ain't leaving. So he like, man, he flashed his thing. The pow. He like, again, like I said, I'm gonna give you niggas from the sucker side 5 seconds to get the fuck up out my shit. That nigga said 1, 2. Y'all, my heart like, I'm like, I go back to the kitchen. I'm just like, you feel me? If they get the fight in, they get in the shooting, at least I could go be in the kitchen because I don't want to be right here. And I don't care what nobody think or says about me, but bitch, yes, I'm scary. I don't want to get shot. I don't want to get punched. I don't want to get beat up, and I don't want to get caught up. So I go to the kitchen. I'm just a girl. Literally, this big, just a girl. Y'all, when I tell you he got to 5, and them niggas stood they ground, I'm in the kitchen, so I'm watching everything. Mind you, everybody in the party is just like, mind you, nobody's even moving, leaving, nothing. That's how just, I don't know, dumb sometimes young people we could be. Because if I wasn't here with Pop-Up, and I would have heard that, bitch, I would have been out of there. I would have told my friends, oh, we're not about to wait and find out. We're not about to, let's go. We can hear about this tomorrow because I'm sure somebody gonna be talking about it. But I would not be staying here. Like, I would have been up out of there immediately. Soon as he cut that damn music off, it said, I would have been up out of here. He couldn't even have got out, sucker. And I would have been up out of there. Me and my friends would have been up out of there. So yeah, I'm in the kitchen. I'm watching everything go down. Some dude just came up on one of the new dudes. Bow! Sideline the nigga. They all get to fight. Do. I mean, it's a brawl. Now people running and screaming. But y'all, it's a big ass brawl in the living room. So I'm just like, oh my gosh. Like, I want to leave, but I'm here with my man and he fighting. What do? I should have told him, give me the keys. So then at least I could have waited in the car or something. Now I'm stuck here in the kitchen. I don't know what to do. So they fighting, y'all. I'm just like, oh my God. So I go in the living room. It's hella dudes fighting. I'm trying to find Pop-Up. I'm like, where's my man? Hold on. Where is my man? So I see Pop-Up and he fighting some dude. And I'm like screaming. I'm like, Pop-Up, stop. Let's go. Please get me out of here, please. I'm like, I have to make it home. I'm like, please, just take me home. Please, let's leave, please. Y'all, do you think this man even looked up at me? No, because he's fighting. He's literally fighting. Next thing I know, pop, 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 pop. So I run back in the kitchen. I'm up under the table. Because what the fuck? What do I do? I'm like, oh my God. Like, this is too much. Like, this is too much. So I'm in the kitchen. I'm under the table. Shots going off. Boom, 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 boom. I guess the dudes must have ran out or something. I run back into the backyard. Because I'm just like, this is just too much. I run to the backyard. People running. And so I run out the back gate and I just started looking for Pop-Up's car where he parked at. Cause I'm like, okay, at least if I wait by the car, you know, I don't know. I'm just hide by the car. I don't want to be in this house. Shots going off. Dudes is fighting. People screaming. People hollering. Next thing I know, I hear hella police coming. I'm like, oh my God. So now I'm calling Pop-Up. I'm texting him. I'm like, come on, the police coming. I hear the police coming down the street. Like, I'm at the car. Like, please come on, get me home, please. Like, if I don't make it home, my mom is gonna find you and hunt you down, sir. Please get me home. So I'm waiting like 5 more minutes pass, and then all of a sudden I hear Pop-Up. He like, cause I'm literally hiding on like the passenger side of the car. I'm like scrunched down. And he like, Shayla. And I'm like, yes. Because, like, at this point, y'all, I'm scared. I'm crying. Like, I want to go home. This is too much. He opened the door. We get in the car, y'all. And I'm, like, crying. I'm like, oh, my God. Like, this is crazy. I'm like, this is too much. I'm like, what the fuck? So he skirt off. Skirt. I'm like, damn, the way this nigga always skirting off, burning rubber. Then shit, you gonna need new tires by the end of this weekend. Cause goddamn, he just skirt off everywhere. So yeah, he skirt off. And we just driving, y'all. He driving crazy. He just and I'm crying. I'm like, oh my God, just slow down. Like, what the fuck? He not saying nothing. He just driving crazy, getting us up out of there. Finally, we make it back to Pittsburgh. He pull up in my neighborhood. He didn't pull up to my house, but he pulled up to this little tuck spot we be parking at. So he pull up there, and I'm just like, that was crazy. I'm like, anything could have happened to you. Anything could have happened to me. I'm just like, that's crazy. He like, man, you already know how it is. You know, that's the sucker side and it be funk. And I'm just like, ooh, you know, I know, but I never was, you feel me? Like, intertwined with nothing like that. Like, I never been in a situation like that where somebody I knew got, well, like my boyfriend got in a fight with somebody and it's a big brawl. They shooting. Like, you feel me? So he just like hugging me. He just like, it's okay. Just calm down. Just calm down. You all right. I never let nothing happen to you. And I'm looking at him like, you sure? Because when I said, let's go, you didn't want to leave. We could have been bounced. He was like, nah, I can't do that. That would be some sucker shit. I couldn't just leave my niggas. Da, 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 da. And I'm like, yeah, true. I get it. 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 But still, sir, do not put my goddamn life in danger like that ever again. So yeah, he roll up because I'm like, yeah, it's definitely time to blow down the house because my drunkenness, my litness, all of that is shot through the roof. I mean, I'm still like drunk, tipsy, but it's one of them ones where it's not even a good feeling. Like, you want to be sober at this point. You feel me? But when I say sober, I just mean not drunk. I'm gonna blow down the house. That's not the same. So he rolling up, we blow down the house, and I'm just sitting in the seat like, it's only Saturday. Well, because it's Sunday now. It's like 1:00 in the morning. It's like 2 o'clock. So yeah, we just sit in the car, we blowing down the house, and we just listening to music. After that, you know, we get a little X-rated or whatever, and then I go home. I wake up, and this next day, I just chilled in the house, and I was just thinking like, what can I do with this information? Like, what can I do with this information? So I'm just sitting on it, but I'm like, I want this plan to go into action like today, like literally today. Like, I need to get this out. So I'm just sitting on it thinking about it. So later that day, who was I with? Lee called me and she like, you want to kick it? I met some boys and they want me to bring a friend. So I'm just like, shit, fuck it, why not? It's summer. I know y'all probably like, girl, you done been to 2 parties, fights, pop out up, each of the parties. Just so much happened. Why is you trying to go do anything else? Because I was young, turned, and it was summertime. What the hell I look like sitting in the house? So, yeah. So I had asked my mom to drop me off at Lee House. So I'm at Lee House. And then the boys come pick us up and I'm kicking it with them. Lee and the boys. And it was cool. I mean, the guy that was for me, he was cute or whatever, but he wasn't my type. he was Mexican, but he wasn't my type of Mexican. Like, he wasn't my type of Mexican. But they was cool. So I'm just like, I gotta get this information out today. So I text my sister. I'm like, because my sister wasn't at home. So I'm like, she probably at Backstabber and Longtime Friend house. So I text my sister. I'm like, hey sis, where you at? And she like, oh, I'm at Backstabber's house. I'm like, oh, perfect. I'm like, who are there? She is telling me that it's her, Backstabber. They had a little sister, they had a little brother, and they had an older brother, mom, dad, longtime friend, and dad. And I'm like, oh. I mean, she didn't name everybody, but she was like, everybody here. And I'm like, is longtime friend and dad there? And she like, yeah, everybody here. So I'm like, okay. I was like, I might come over later. Is y'all gonna be up? And she like, yeah, girl, you know, we be up to like middle of the night. So I'm like, all right, cool. So as I'm kicking it with them and I'm just texting my sister or whatever, I'm like, you know, y'all, you been cool over there. You been good. Like, ain't nobody messing with you or nothing. She like, yeah, no, I've been cool. So I'm like, I should tell my sister this information and have her pass this along. And then I'm going to pop up over there and see what happens. You feel me? So I'm asking Lee, I'm like, in a little bit, can you ask them, can they take me to Longtime Friend house? Because I'm going to stay the night over there. So she like, yeah. So I text my sister and I was like, call me, go somewhere by yourself and call me. I got to tell you something. So, you know, like 2 minutes later, my sister called me. She like, what's up? I'm like, who you with? She like, nobody, I'm outside. And I'm like, I got to tell you something. And she like, what? Like, you cool? You good? I'm like, yeah. No, I'm good. I'm like, I heard from a little birdie, a little tweet, that Dad effed Pimp at his house in his bed. And she like, you lying. Nah, I don't think so. And I'm like, sister, yes, I synced it. And she like, what you mean you synced it? You was there? Like, you let her do that? I'm like, nah. Let me tell you. The little birdie told me. Little birdie had a little video. I synced it with my own eyes. It was for sure Deb and Pimp. So I'm like, do Deb know the relationship between longtime friend and Pimp? And she was like, I don't know. I wouldn't know. But I'm obviously guessing maybe she didn't know they was serious like that. And I'm like, okay, I don't think so either. Because like I said, longtime friend and Dad was going around effing everybody together. So I'm like, don't say nothing though. Don't say nothing. Wait till I get there to say something. She like, okay. So like an hour passed and I was just like, nah, let me just tell my sister to tell them I'm about to be on my way. So I'm in Concord with Lee and these guys. Concord is literally the city over from Pittsburgh. It can take you 15 minutes from Concord to Pittsburgh. So of course they got to bring us back to Lee house. So Lee was like, oh, can you drop my friend off at her sister's house? So they go. No, I texted my sister and I was like, tell longtime friend the information I told you. I'm finna be on my way. So she like, you sure? I'm like, I'm 100% positive. I'm gonna be there soon. Tell her this information. Don't tell her who told you, but tell her this information and tell her don't say nothing. Now I say this because I know longtime friend, she cannot hold her tongue long. And like I said, she was very crazy over Pimp. So my sister like, all right. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna be there soon. So I get off the phone with my sister. Well, I stopped texting my sister and I'm just riding in the car like, yeah, these fuck ass bitches. Yeah. So I'm already just imagining what's gonna happen. Like, I know it's about to be so much drama, so much mess. Like, I just know I cannot wait to get there. So, like 20 minutes pass, they dropping me off. Soon as we pull up, all I hear is yelling, arguing. So I'm like, ooh. I know it's Devin longtime friend because I know longtime friend didn't hold on to this information. Like, I know she did. Like, I know she probably went and confronted her immediately. Like, she was not holding that. So I walk in the house, because that's like my house. The door was open. That they like family. I walk in the house, y'all. And I swear to everything I love, this is so true. And if I could call my sister and ask her, I might call her, or I might get like some audio. I'm recording this at 2:56 a.m. My sister probably sleep, but y'all, everybody in the house besides like, I think the dad is literally in a circle, like a big, like everybody's in the outer circle, and then in the circle, it's Deb and longtime friend, and they like arguing and stuff. So I walk in and I'm like, hey, y'all, like, what's going on here? Like, I wasn't expecting to walk in and see this, like everybody like in a circle and they in the middle, like a ring type thing. So my sister like, come here. I'm like, yes. So she like, I told longtime friend, and she immediately confronted Dad. They start arguing. So we told them it's fight night. They about to fight. So I'm like, you land. She like, no, they about to fight. So I'm just standing there with the biggest smile on my face. I'm like, yes. Like, these hoes about to beat each other up, and I ain't even gotta lift a finger. Like, I love this right now. So yeah, y'all, they arguing. Next thing I know, longtime friend, boop, 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 boop. Y'all, they in there squabbing. They're boop, 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 boop. Y'all, they literally duking it out, like fighting. So y'all, we all standing around. And y'all, when I tell y'all, we was all so messy. We all like, ooh, like, y'all, we hyping it up. We like, yeah, beat her ass. I'm like, yeah, beat her ass. I'm not even saying who beat her ass. Just beat each other's ass. I mean, really, I did want longtime friend to win because I wasn't as mad as her as I was at Dad. But just seeing them both punching each other and pulling each other hair and kicking each other, I was just like, yes, now these hoes not gonna like each other. Oh, key information that I forgot to tell y'all. So even though Dad was going around wanting to F everybody's man, this totally did not. I don't know why this slipped my mind. Dad was dating longtime friend, older brother. And that was another reason why she would be over there a lot. Now, I don't know why her older brother messed with her, because he had to know she was a 304. Like, he had to know, because before we became like super duper close with Deb, like we would talk about her being a 304, and he knew that she slept with my man. Like, it was so many rumors going around about her. Like, everybody knew about her in longtime friend, like literally everybody. Literally her own mom, family, everybody used to call both of them 304s. Every time Deb and longtime friend brother would get in, and he was like, that's why you a 304 anyway. So keep that in mind as well. So y'all, they literally like fighting. Like, this shit looked like some gladiator shit. Like, literally, like they was fighting to the death type shit. Like, they pulling hair, scratching, biting, kicking, y'all. When I'm telling y'all, this shit was so good. Like, I wish I had some popcorn and a drink because, baby, this shit was good. They was fighting for dumb ass long. Like, they was fighting. One would get on the ground. Boop, 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 boop. And, my sister and longtime friend, older brother would like pull them apart and be like, round two, round two, round two. They get up, boop, 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 boop. Y'all, they was fighting for dumb ass long. I was just like, this is a good night. Like, this whole weekend has been so crazy. Like, at least I get some type of little enjoyment. So finally, they get to like round 3, 4. They tied or whatever. So, longtime friend won. Like, over, like, the first round, longtime friend won. Second round, dead won. Them last 2 rounds, I can't even front with y'all. Longtime friend got on her. Like, real bad. Like, she scratched up, bleeding. Longtime friend scratched up, bruised up. But dead was, like, bleeding. Like, longtime friend had like scratched her in her face, scratched her all over her arm. Like, they was both bruised up and shit. I was just like, damn, well, I'm ready to go home. I'm ready to leave. So I was just like, well, that was fun. So yeah, after the fight, like, longtime friend, she go to her room, shut the door. Deb go with longtime friend brother in his room, shut the door. And I'm just like, damn. Life is good. And I'm not fucking with either of these hoes after this. I just need to see this. So yeah, after that, y'all, I walked my ass home because, like I said, at this time, we lived in the same neighborhood. So I just walked home. And, you know, yeah. So that next day, Monday come, and I called longtime friend, and I was just like, you good? And she was like, man, F that be dead. I'm not going with her no more. She a slut. She a this. She a that. And I'm like, girl, you is too. I mean, at least you'll never F one of my men's. I give her that. Well, not that I know of. Who knows? But, like, not that I know of. She never messed with none of my boyfriends. Like, slept with them. So, you feel me? But I just wanted to hear her talk stuff and all of that. And I was just like, well, I tried to tell you, you know, when it was my man, it was all good. When it's your man, you want to fight. Okay. I'm not mad at it. But yeah, y'all, after that, I never really kicked it with longtime friend and Deb like that no more. Like, me and longtime friend would be around each other sometimes because she would be around my sister, or sometimes I would just go over there if it was drama. But after that, I definitely cut off Deb. Me and her was not cool after that. I think she tried to call me, and I basically told her, I was like, bitch, I don't fuck with you. Don't call me. Like, we not cool. Like, I don't fuck with you. Eventually, like, months down the line, Deb and longtime friend became cool again. But at that point, I was just done with the both of them. You know? More so Deb, but me and longtime friend, we still hung out here and there. But after this happened, I think this is when, yeah, Pop-Up disappeared for dumb long. Me and Kevin was back on strong. Hella shit happened with me and Kevin. Like, months later, the whole situation with Kevin and Pop-Up happened. And then, like, a year or so later, months later, like, so much happened so fast. Like, it seemed like all of this happened in, like, long periods of time, but it couldn't have, because by the time I was in 11th grade, me and Kevin had got into a really bad breakup. So, because by the time I was in 12th grade, I wasn't dealing with Pop Up or Kevin like that. So, yeah, like when I would see Deb, when I would come over to longtime friend house sometime, I wouldn't speak to her. I would just be like, mm. And it was too making me mad too because like my sister was becoming like cool with her, like really close to her and stuff. And I was just like, girl, don't do that. But I didn't really care no more. I wasn't around her. She wasn't gonna be around none of my niggas. And you know, when I did kick it with longtime friend, it wasn't with dudes no more. Like it was. I would just be over at her house, or sometimes she would just come by my house, or I would see her in passings at a party. But yeah, y'all, that's the end of this story time. No, I never got the video. I did ask Kim to send me the video. I think that's Sunday, and she never replied to my text. But it's cool. It didn't matter. What I wanted to happen happened. I got my little revenge. So yeah, I'm tired. It's 3:06 a.m. So yeah, I'm about to hit the hay. But yeah, y'all, that's the end of this little mini series on how and why I stopped being friends with Deb for real, for real. Yeah. Yeah, y'all, I didn't really fall out with longtime friend. I think for a couple more years, like for real, for real. Like I stopped kicking it with her like that, but we didn't fall out till like a couple of years later. Um, but I stopped fucking with her sister first, backstabber, because she did some real funny ass shit when I talk about my jump series. But yeah, y'all, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm a vibe, you a vibe, we should vibe, so you should what? You should like, comment, share, and subscribe, but only if you want to, only if you want to, only if you want to. If you're watching, that's really all I appreciate. Everything else is extra, and if you do so, I greatly appreciate it. If you want the extra juicy tea, go ahead and click the link down in my description below to join my membership. A new video should be up sometime this week. All right, y'all. Deuces.